went to go and make my tea. And of course, you can't make your tea without asking everyone in the house if they want one as well. So I made my tea, but I also had to make everyone else tea, so I had to make like 5 cups of tea. So yeah, it's not my fault, honest. Okay, gonna fade this out. And we are going to go to Lotro. I have a bunch of quests for Wildwood because I was in the Wildwood yesterday doing stuff. Don't need these. What's this? Another quest. Okay. Ballad of Bingo Boffin. Hey Droid, how's it going? How's your weekend? Why have I got a space on my bar? I hate that. I'm trying to make teas when nobody is in the kitchen. But then it's like really awkward if you make a tea and then you come out of the kitchen and someone sees you with a tea. They know you've made tea. They know you haven't asked them if they want one. So it's like, it's just really awkward. First, I am gonna quickly pop up to the kin house because I want to get my ingredient crate since I paid for it. Gonna get what I paid for. It's too late by that point. It is, but then like it's not too late for them to shame you. But they never do they? Sometimes. Usually it's that look of like, enjoy your tea that you didn't offer to even fill up the kettle. Yeah, it's awkward. Have you weekend's been okay? Mostly played Valheim. Oh nice! That's really cool. I did see you go on Valheim actually. I've been playing a bit of Lost Ark. I'm actually quite enjoying it. I think it's quite a good game so far. It really helps that it's already been released. Like, it was already released for a few years. I think it was a few years, maybe. But it's not like a new game, it's just a Western release. So I think that really helps. There's so much content. And it's really satisfying. I'm playing as a bard. So I just hurl musical instruments at enemies. And it's really cool. I'm probably gonna play some of that today later, but I think that it's probably gonna be like, I'll have to sort of get in the queue and then go and make dinner or something, because it's kind of insane how the queues are at the moment. But hopefully not for long. What do I want to do? I want 4 elf steel ingots. Medium. One day left for this large master crest. And then once I've done that, once I've got that large master crest, I'll be able to make a nice shield for Neb. I want to make him this superior elven knight's light shield. Tried to get in because the queue is 1,000,000 long. About, I'd say 10,000 takes about an hour. But yeah, playing this morning, I started playing this morning about 9:30, 10 o'clock sort of time, and that was good. There was no queue at that time, so it's sort of just, yeah. They're European servers that I assume you're trying to get on the Europe ones. So I guess like the later in the day it gets, like the harder it is to get on them. There's
Would
no
you
sort
do
of
something for
priority,
me?
which is interesting.
How can I be of service?
Because I would have thought, like, how monetization goes these days. That, yeah. That there would be, like, sort of a priority. But there's not, so... That's
Hello there.
I guess. Where are we going? We need to go to the Old Forest. So we need to go to Buckland.
What can I do for you?
I suppose Westbury is where we need to be. Well, Southbury. Weird that that's the option. It's normally Westbury. But oh well. Yeah, I've been quite busy this weekend. I was playing Lost Ark yesterday. And then I went out to the cinema to see Kiki's Delivery Service, which was really cool. And then I got home and played more Lost Ark. And then this morning I was playing more Lost Ark. And hanging out with someone special. And now I stream.
How can I be of service?
Westbury. Tomorrow's gonna be busy as well. I just feel like every day I've got something on. It'd be nice if there was a day where I just didn't have anything on. I could just chill and just have some time, but yeah, I think that's probably gonna be a while.
I have collected many fine items during my travels.
We could get a sheep. We could get a map of Bingo in the Shire. Prancing Pony, sign. What did these look like? They're just basic. Okay. Let's go to the Old Forest. We've got to kill bats and wolves. And we did actually have to kill roots as well. But for some reason the roots in the Wildwood counted as the roots in the Old Forest. It's quite funny. So I've already got enough of those roots. Since in the Wildwood as well there's like 1 million roots for some reason by Trestle Bridge. It's a bit weird. It's a shame that the stuff in the Wildwood is so sort of densely packed in and yeah, it all respawns very fast as well. Hey Quizrian, how's it going? Do you get home safe? I guess you did, otherwise you wouldn't be like in my chat. Are you in the queue for Lost Ark? Nice. Oh, I'm on the other side of this. This is a problem. Oh no, I think I can just go around. The frame rate feels kind of bad in here. people are online. 168. 168 people online. Feels bad. Just launched Steam. We need to kill some bats. And I've accidentally left the Deadly Six on, so this might actually be really difficult. Maybe not, because I'm so high level, but I don't know. All I'd need is to like not pay attention for 5 minutes, which seems like it wouldn't be too outrageous. Lost Ark is currently 1 million. Well, that's just this server. There's probably more people online on the other servers. Oh, that's through Steam. I thought you could only play Lost Ark through Steam. I didn't know they had a separate launcher that you could get. The only way to play in the West is through Steam, I see. So there's probably loads of like other people on, like in a different way. I'm leaving the Old Forest. We need one more wolf. And one more bat as well. I can't even connect to the pick a server screen. Oof. Found it in 5 minutes. I don't have enough room. What is this? My inventory is full of useful items that I desperately need to keep hold of. Probably gonna have to mail a bunch of stuff, I think. Sort that out. Because honestly, it's kind of disgusting that I've only got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 slots available. That's how I became lost. You have the arc for 5 minutes, and then it's gone. How do I get down that way? I wish the map was different, so you could actually see where the lines are. We need to go this way. Nice. We found the people.
The Old Forest is very dangerous for an old hobbit.
What could have brought Cousin Bingo into the Old Forest? This is a very long way from Mickle Delving, and much more dangerous for an old hobbit.
This spooky forest makes me nervous.
We found Marigold, Nelnardis. I have only recently become an adventurer of sorts, and I must say that my old habits and customs are difficult to shake, for this spooky forest makes me uncomfortable. But Marigold is just a young hobbit, and she has been coming in here and dealing with its danger on a regular basis. Her gifts of mushrooms and treats must have bought the silence of her siblings, for Prisca would never allow this behaviour.
Cousin Bingo is an adventurer too? I am so happy to hear it.
Do you know that I never really believed I was a boffin, Nelnardis? All of my brothers and sisters are so dull, happy to stay at home, as far from excitement as possible. Esmeralda might go dancing in the Toad Marsh, but when I suggested we walk to the Midwater Marshes on the other side of Bree and dance there, she refused. She threatened to tell our mother, so I did not push it. Isn't that dull? Marigold brandishes her sword and shield. I made this sword from a branch and rescued this shield from a wolf's den when the wolves were gone. I didn't think any other boffin would do those things, but now it seems Cousin Bingo is an adventurer too. You do not know how happy I am to hear it. Anyway, you found me just in time. I met a curious creature in the woods, and he offered to show me his home. You can come along too if you like. I didn't catch his name, but he wore yellow boots and said his house was to the northeast of here. I wonder who lives in the old forest. Well, there is a hobbit here, but he doesn't live here. Clearly, because his house would have burnt down. I think there's something here. There is. Shouldn't have come up this way. Maybe it's alright? Oh yeah, it's fine. Didn't know there was a red circle there. Huh. I don't really die in the old forest, so... You come to the house of Tom Bombadil.
Have you ever seen such a cozy little cottage?
It is the home of my new friend Tom and his wife Goldberry. They are most mysterious, and I want to learn more about them if I can. Where did they come from? Why do they live in the old forest? I have so many questions, but whenever I ask them, they only smile and have no direct answers for me. Still, I am so pleased to have met them. What does Cousin Bingo think of my new friends, I wonder?
What a strange sight! A tidy little cottage in a dangerous wood.
Home to a most peculiar individual and his equally mysterious wife. I never thought such a place existed, Nelnardis. If my journey ended tomorrow, I would still count it as an adventure full of wonders. I need to rest from our journey, though, through the forest. Excuse me. Perhaps later I can write a description of them for my own journal.
I need a description of this curious Tom Bombadil fellow.
You know that I wanted to document our journey, Nelnardis, writing down the experiences we have and the places we see, and that includes describing the people we meet. No account of my adventure to this point would be complete without a description of this curious Tom Bombadil fellow. That much is clear. But I have encountered an early problem in this attempt, for I simply do not know any ways to describe him in such a way that does the fellow justice. Can you speak to him and learn what you can of Tom in order to educate me on the subject? What are his likes and dislikes? From where did he come? And what drives him from day to day? Good luck to you, my friend. Perhaps the words will flow when you report back to me what you learn. I love the music that plays in here. It's really good.
Dol merry do, ring a dong dillo.
Hoy now, young one. Questions are for asking, but the fun lies in the seeking. You ask about old Tom, but that is a question with many answers. Why not ask the trees why they be a-swaying, or the light a-brightening? Tom likes walking in the woods of an evening, and singing in the morning sun when the moon skips away, as would all who try it. Still you ask and ask, too many questions for so lovely a day. Stand in the foam of the falling water nearby, and you will know what it is to be Tom Bombadillo. Tom's eyes are bright and his voice is full of laughter. So he wants us to come and stand over here. You stand in the cold water until you are waterlogged and sopping. Despite being so soggy, you talk to Tom Bombadil.
Now let the fun begin, let us sing together.
Tom seems delighted. Sopping wet you are, like Tom after a fresh rain in spring, dripping all about but refreshed and happy. Learn from old Tom, for he has seen summers and summers again, one for every droplet that cascades from the heights. Hey now, still with questions. Tom's way is to take the bad and make it good. Old Man Willow, that mean streak in his heart has grown wider for many a day now, and he could do with some cheering. Go to old Willow Man and dance, and lighten his mood. Then you will know what it is to share Tom's interest in all creatures, both good and bad. He wants us to dance with the tree. Okay. Let's do it. Let's go up this way. I normally go all the way down the hill there and then swim. I didn't realize this way was actually really close. You're filled with unease. Tom really wants you to dance here. You dance, and for a moment you feel a sense of welcome, then it is gone. Interesting. I don't really remember these quests. Where is he?
Hey, come, Derry Doll, can you hear me singing?
Hey do, merry do, dancing all the day. Questions are for answering. That's enough today. He's like rhyming. The voice actor is different from before because they changed. They added in like different quests for bingo. I think there's like a whole mission thing. So I think they changed it all. But it used to be a lot higher. A homely house. Tom's eyes are bright, but he is clearly done with questions. I'm singing, I'm here and I'm singing.
Tom is a mystery. Asking him questions is met with laughter and nonsense.
Just kicked my PS5. Whoops. This is not working, Nalnardis. Tom is a mystery, and any attempts to get him to answer questions about himself is met with laughter and nonsense. Show off. Oh no, I accidentally kicked over my Super expensive game console, what are you gonna do?
We're taking the hobbits to Isengard!
I forgot I had that. I think it's a bit quiet. Perhaps if he... There's a cooldown. Yeah, there's a cooldown. Perhaps if he were to read some of my accounts so far, he would better understand why we would want to know about him. Take my manuscript to him and see if that gets him to open up about himself, if you would. Well, that's why there's a cooldown, so you can't spam. Denied.
Hey, come, Derry Dole, can you hear me singing?
Tom takes the manuscript and runs his hands over the pages. What a wonder! These leaves all covered with words written down with care. I can feel the letters beneath my fingers, ink dried and thoughts saved. That is not Tom's way, but there is joy in remembering. These pages are like a song sung in the morning but carried on the wind until afternoon, when it might be heard again. I delight in the feel of these pages and their tiny words. Let me sit with them a while and you speak with the river daughter. Goldberry has returned from her spring for a time, and she is more fair and more lovely than when she left. Oh, only half an hour. More or less.
I bid you welcome, wanderer in the wood.
Your face is full of questions, young one. Has Tom confused you with his riddles and his songs? You tell Goldberry that you have been unable to learn much about her husband, despite his friendly and open nature. I believe he has given you what you sought, Nalnadis. Though you may not know it, who is Tom Bombadil? He is, and no one else. He is a mischievous sort, and loves to laugh. He will ask you to stand beneath a waterfall only to experience the feel of the water and the joy of dripping on the carpet. He is the master of water, wood, and hill, and cares for all who inhabit these places. Even if their hearts are rotten and mean, he seeks to lighten their moods and ease their pains. But that is a long answer. He is Tom Bombadil, and there is no one else like him. Just leaned on my Alienware PC and it fell off the marble desk and crushed my Persian cat. Now I'm going to have to drive my Porsche to the vet. What a disaster. And you were supposed to be having caviar with
that
the Queen
seems
right
a fair
about now,
assessment
so
of
that
our
just
peculiar
throws all those
host.
plans out of the
Thank
window.
you.
Bingo listens to Goldberry's description of Tom and nods. Yes, I think that seems to be a fair assessment of our peculiar host. Thank you for obtaining it for me. I still cannot believe that you actually stood underneath a waterfall and danced with a malevolent tree on my behalf, Nalnadis. You are a good friend, and I'm glad that you are coming with me on this journey.
Please speak to Tom and retrieve my manuscript before we go.
That was a nice cup of tea. Very nice. I made it myself. I'm complimenting my own tea making skills. Anyway. Alright, Nalnadis. I would say it is time to see Marigold safely back to Newbury, and for our own journey to continue. I have enjoyed this brief stay at the house of Tom Bombadil, but there are many other places to see and people to meet. Would you mind speaking to Tom and retrieving my manuscript from him? I am most interested to hear what he has thought of it, now that he has had plenty of time to read. Oh, he's right here.
Ring a dong, hop along, follow the willow.
You asked Tom what he thought of Bingo's manuscript, but the strange fellow is only puzzled. Your words are all a scramble, young one. Tom remembers a great many things. The sun in the morning, the breezes of midday, the swelter of afternoon, and the cool of evening, but he does not know the pages of which you speak. There is no need for writing. If you spend all the day writing, that is a day you have missed. Do not look so glum. I am sure this writing will turn up. I may have set it down outside. There are so many things to see. Happy distractions all. And sometimes things get lost. All is found in the end, hey? Oh dear. He's lost it.
Tom has misplaced my manuscript. Oh, bother!
I know there wasn't yet much of it, but I still keenly feel its loss. I will not be able to recreate exactly what I wrote the first time. Perhaps I should just abandon this endeavour. I'm not a writer, and I'm not an adventurer. You seek to console the unhappy hobbit, and soon Bingo is slightly less despondent. Perhaps you are right, Nelnardis. Tom is most at home outdoors. Perhaps he set it down somewhere nearby. Can you look around in the vicinity and see if any pages of my manuscript? I do not want to lose the record of this journey so near the start of it. Maybe there's some around here. Tom hates my craft. He hates everything that you've done for the last 4 years. and longer. That's fine. He hates me as well. But like 5 minutes ago he was saying how he actually really likes it, so who knows. Several pages of Bingo's journal describe his plan to host a dinner party for his neighbours and the discovery of the map set on his journey. He found some of Bingo's pages. Did the wind bring the others north? You should bring these pages back to Bingo. Let's go. Already.
The wind must have carried the rest of the pages into the Barrow Downs.
Thank you for finding part of my manuscript, Nelnardis. Tom must have set it down outside and the wind took it, carrying pages north among the trees. You found some of them, but it seems to me that the rest of the pages have been carried further north into the Barrow Downs. Bingo shivers. That place has a frightful reputation, and I did not plan to explore it, but now it seems I have no choice. We have to search the Barrow Downs for the remainder of the missing pages. It looks as if I am missing the section of my journal that concerns my swimming lesson, and the section dealing with our departure from the Shire. After we are finished in the Barrow Downs, we should travel back to Newbury to bring Marigold home. I will see you there.
If you are going to brave the Barrow Downs, so am I.
I tried. Couldn't hide it. Done it wrong. Done it wrong again. There we go. And now I've started, I don't think I'll stop. You found some of Cousin Bingo's missing pages on the path to the north, didn't you? That way leads to the Barrow Downs. If you're going to brave that spooky place, so am I. And hero never runs away from a challenge, no matter how scary. I have heard that some frightful creatures make their homes among the burial mounds of men in the Barrow Downs, and we will need to face some of them if we go there. Watch out for ravenous bar guests and giant crawlers, for they will be watching out for you. Okay, we need to go to the Barrow Downs. We gotta kill bar guests. We gotta kill crawlers. And we've got to find 2 pieces of the manuscript. I covered it. Tried to yawn, but I didn't. Doesn't count. Doesn't count. Oh, okay. We need to go north. There's Andraste for the main quest. And we've gone right past it. Naturally. Oh, here we go. I'm not afraid. Bingo's crying. Is it still there? No, doesn't count. Doesn't count. Let's round up some of these guys. I don't think we have to kill any whites. I think it's just crawlers and bar guests, which is interesting. Where are all the crawlers? I only see rats. We've also gone past where we need to go again. I keep wanting to press tab to go in the map because that's the button you press in Lost Ark. Okay. We found the pages concerning Bingo's swimming lesson. I think this is the last bar guest. Yeah. One more crawler. Somewhere. There it is. Oh, okay. We have to go all the way back to Newbury now. I guess I'll just go this way and then by the main road. Oh, the music's like clashing. Okay, it stopped. It was playing like Old Forest music and the Brie music at the same time. What's everyone up to today? Oh, I have some quests here still. I wonder why I haven't done them. Because this was the character where I was going to try and do all of the quests. I think there's only a couple of regions where I've actually literally done all the quests. And I think that's North Downs, Eregion, definitely done. It'd be nice to do Angmar. And Forest Hill, because I've never done all of them in that area. I usually do a few, if I go there at all. Almost there. Okay, here we are.
I learned a lesson. Do not let folk read my book until it is done.
We have all returned safely from the Barrow Downs, and I have exhausted my supply of adjectives with which to describe them, Nulnardis. There are only so many ways I can convey how unhappy I was to be walking among those mounds. I learned a valuable lesson too. Do not let folk read my book before it is quite finished. Tom did not mean any harm by it, but I do not want to risk losing any more of these pages in frightful places. Tracking down pages is quite a tiresome activity, wouldn't you say? Prisco is quite cross with me as well. She thinks that it was my idea to go jaunting about in the Barrow Downs, when it was the furthest idea in my head. That was mostly Marigold's idea.
I will need to come up with something exciting to top this adventure.
That was amazing, Nulnardis. The Barrow Downs were everything I had hoped they would be. I was never scared, not really. I will need to come up with something truly exciting to top this most recent adventure.
We boffins have been many things, but heroes? I don't know about that.
I have scolded Marigold before, and it never seems to do any good. The girl is always going off on those adventures. Adventures? More like mischief and bother, if you ask me. It was good to see my cousin Bingo for a short while, but I must ask him to be off as soon as he can. Either he has been a bad influence on Marigold, or she has been a bad influence on him. But either way, there is entirely too much adventurous spirit between them. We boffins have been many things, but heroes? I don't know about that.
Prisca will calm down in time. She always does.
Now I will visit with all my various cousins once removed and do my best to talk Marigold out of the adventuring business. I don't think I will succeed, and just between you and me, Nulnardis, I don't think I want to. She will make a fine hero, if that is what she wants to be. And Prisca will just have to get used to it. But don't tell her I said that. We still need a place to stay until our journey resumes.
My feet are ready to once again set forth on the road.
That was a nice visit after all, Nulnardis. Prisca eventually forgave me for whatever part I have played in Marigold's decision to become a hero instead of a stay-at-home hobbit, but I enjoyed spending time with my many cousins. I jotted down their names in the margins of my manuscript so I do not forget them. Once again, I marvel at how Prisca keeps track of them all. My feet are ready once again set forth on the road. I consulted the map, and it seems the town of Bree should be our next stop. Let us walk to the west gate of that town and take in the sights for a short time only, and then we will continue onto the Lonelands and further adventure. Yeah, Yeah. It's because, like, once I start, I just can't stop yawning. Let's just fast travel to Bree. I don't think there are any more rewards. I think the ones that we saw were the ones that there are. You've arrived at the West Gate and Bingo has already made a new friend.
I have collected many fine items during my travels.
You could use that tankard as a cosmetic weapon. So you could, like, hit things with it.
This Milo fellow seems to be perfectly friendly.
I have never been to Bree before, but I always heard there was something peculiar about the hobbits who lived here. This Milo fellow seems to be perfectly friendly though. He has invited us to the Prancing Pony for a brief welcome in the main room, and I have gladly accepted. It is good to make new friends.
Bingo should experience the finest tavern in all of the Breeland.
Welcome, welcome. I was just talking to Bingo here, and he was telling me about this journey of his. What an extraordinary fellow. It is only right that he experienced the finest tavern in all of the Breeland, wouldn't you say? You'll find the pony just up the hill, and I think it would be a fine opportunity for some rest and merriment. After all, Bingo's adventure will soon take him into the wild, and there will be few opportunities for such revelry. Speak to old Barleyman inside the pony, and he will ensure we are provided with all we might need. Let's go. Let's go to the pony. How's it already been an hour? Why is time going so fast these days?
One thing drives out another.
Welcome to the Prancing Pony, friend. Make yourself comfortable and do not be shy. Mr. Boffin has already found a table in the main room and told me to expect you. Please let me know if there is anything I can get you. And enjoy the food and the drink and the company.
Have some food and have some drink and sing a song or three.
Ah, there you are. What a fine place this is, Nelnardis. Have some food and have some drink and sing a song or three. There is plenty of each, and we should all add to the din with our melodies. Milo has been telling me some of this town's history, and he says that Bree was founded by hobbits before even the Shire. I do not know if that is so, but he certainly believes it. He is a good fellow, but I think he is wrong on this subject. I do not know where hobbits come from, but there are so many of us in the Shire compared to Bree that I think we must be the older. Eat, drink, and sing, my friend. This is no time for arguing, even if Milo is mistaken about his history. Can you pass a plate? I can, I'll have to like jump on the table though. Oh, we've got to sing. Okay. We're just silently singing. We're just singing really quietly.
More food, more drink, and more song.
Magnificent, my friend. Your singing voice is quite something, and I am impressed at your ability to put away so much food and drink in so short a time. It is nothing compared to my own facility for such, of course, but still impressive. Are you slowing down? Unacceptable. More food, more drink, and more song. We must not insult the proprietor of this fine establishment. definitely not insulting him by standing on his tables.
Can you be sure that Barlaman is paid for our food and drink?
Ah, what a remarkable singing voice. It seems you are becoming even more talented as our stay wears on, Nelnardis. Here, let me give you my money purse. Can you be sure that Barleyman receives sufficient coin to pay for our food and drink? We are a boisterous group, and it is only fair that he be well compensated for his hospitality. While you see to that, I must tell Milo something. What was it? Something about hobbits? I remember that much. But what was it? It will come back to me, I'm sure of it. Every EU server is full. Sad. What's the queue for our server? Milo Goldbody reminds me of Tammy Redbody, a Monster Factory creation. You sent me a video ages ago of like a Monster Factory video, and I haven't watched it. I still remember you've sent it to me and I haven't watched it, and you must have sent it to me like a month ago. Currently on 2.8k. That's fine. That's like, what, 20 minutes? Maybe 15? Guess it depends how many people are logging out right now. And you have some entertainment while you wait. If you can call this that. This bingo quest seems cool. I need to get to a point where I can do it. You can do it. It's so basically how they did it was they released one quest a week for a year. So there's 52 quests. And each one is every few levels. So you can probably do a couple of them already. Just watch any of them, they're all good. I remember we used to watch them. It was fun. I am 1449. Oh, that's not bad. Not bad at all. Are you going on to the same server that I'm on, right? Inara or something? Because then you can join.
There is so much to do.
Quizrian and I have a guild. You can join when you get to that point. Do you know what kind of character you're gonna make? Indiana. Did you know that Indiana is some fantasy bullshit? It's the best guild. It's called Last Alliance. What kind of character are you gonna do? I went with a bard. You can do mage bard, and they're really fun. You just hurl musical notes at things and then they blow up. But I think that quite a lot of I think all of the classes are probably quite satisfying to play in their own way. And I'm assuming that every single one, to start with, all the skills are just damage. I want to be a stable master and throw horseshoes at people. Yeah, I guess the closest to that would be... Do they have rangers? I didn't either. I started up and I was like, I don't know what class to do. And then I saw it and then I was just like, I'll do mage, because I never play a mage. I usually get scared off thinking like they're going to be really complicated to play. So I usually do sort of a fighter or a ranger type. But I was like, nah, I'm going to do mage. I'm going to see what that's like. And it's fun. And also there's like a sort of subclass that you decide at the beginning, but it lets you test it out. And you can like spawn in monsters and then sort of see what they're about. I'll join your guild if you'll have me. We will have you. It'll be fun. I will like to play this evening, so maybe we can play this evening as well. And I probably won't be logging on until like, probably gonna be like 7 or 8, I guess. Because I'll finish my stream and then I will get in the queue and then I'll go and have dinner or something. That's well late, innit? You what? You'll be in bed. That's fine. I'll just play on my own. Play with Droid. If the guild's big enough, we can make a Discord. Yeah, we could do that. At least a group chat. Oh, you should go with a magic boy. You could do mage, sorcerer. There's the other kind of mage, which is like a classic mage. We'll find the Ark without you. Well, I think you're quite high level though, so we probably won't find the Ark without you. We'll probably find the Ark after you. Dibs on the Ark. That's it. That's it. It's all over. You give Marleyman some coins from Bingo's money purse and he accepts them graciously. Oh, thank you very much. That's more than generous. It is an honour and a pleasure to serve such fine folk as yourself and Mr. Bingo, and Mr. Goodbody is a regular patron, of course. Your party has been most good-natured. Oftentimes I need to get people down from dancing on the tables, kicking crockery everywhere, but you have been fine customers indeed. Come back and Bingo's dancing.
There you are.
on the table.
Bingo was asking around for you.
He wants you to join him on the table and dance. There really was no arguing with him. You'll have to do it. Do I have to select him? There we go. Perhaps Barliman could use a few more coins after all.
How can I be of service?
What's this? More coins? Oh, thank you, thank you. This is really not necessary. Barliman looks around conspiratorially. Your dancing was not that bad, Nelnardis. I mean no disrespect, of course, and thank you once again for yours and Mr. Boffin's generosity.
Bingo said he was feeling poorly and went outside to get some air.
I expect you will find him sleeping in a haystack near the stables outside the pony. I've woken up in those animal pens more than once, I can tell you. You should make sure he is feeling all right, Nelnardis. I could do with a little more. Is it this way? No, it's not. Is it this way? Why has he got a quest?
Stay a moment.
Didn't know about his quest. Oh, there he is.
I
Under
do
the
not
weather
feel
hobbit.
very well. This may have been a poor idea.
Bingo shakes his head groggily. I enjoyed making some new friends, but I must confess that this is not the most auspicious beginning for our journey. I think it best that we leave the town of Bree and its renowned pony behind us, or this is as far as my adventure will take me. According to the map, there is another tavern just inside the Lonelands to the east. Let us travel to that tavern and find rooms for the night. No more merriment for now. That has proved even more dangerous to my journey than the Barrow Downs. I might pick up this guy's quest actually.
Could I speak with you a moment?
Oh, this is the second part of the quest to kill the giant in the Shire. You're the one that helped the halfling dog Sandheaver, are you not? It seems the situation is much graver than I first thought, and it has gone beyond stolen food bags. The giant that attacked Dob is very small for his kind, but he is a giant nonetheless. How and when he wandered down the borders of the Shire is a mystery, even to one such as myself, who sees many comings and goings unnoticed by other folk. He has begun to waylay many travellers north of Buckland, and has even been sighted on the borders of the Bree Fields. At first I was content to watch him and wait, but I see now that he is a great threat. I would ask you to gather companions and face Svalfang. We rangers have protected the borders of the Shire for years, but there are too few of us here to face this foe. I would not have Aragorn return to find the land he guarded for so many years in ruin because of my inaction. Find the giant and drive him forth from these lands. Tolkien invents complex genealogies and languages for his world. Also Tolkien. This hobbit is called Bingo Boffin. And it was actually going to be the name of Frodo Baggins. That was his original name. And I'm really glad it wasn't, like, what he decided on. Can you imagine?
What
I
do you
wonder
need?
if it still would have been as popular. I wonder if that would have made much of a difference.
What can I do for you?
Forsaken Inn. Right, I think while that's happening, I'm gonna go and get myself another drink. Elijah Wood is Bingo Boffin. Yeah. Okay. I will be right back. go and see what Bingo's up to. Probably drinking. Thank you. The inside of this inn is dark, quiet, and unwelcoming. And there's also a massive hole in the ceiling.
I cannot imagine a more different common room than the ponies.
This one is oppressive and unwelcoming for certain. It may be just as well, for the revelry and merriment of Bree's renowned pony threatened to stall my journey there for good.
This is a still and silent crowd. Except for those two.
You got into Ark. They were right, it is lost. What character are you making? There's also so much customization, which is awesome. I spent ages making my character. It must have been a good like 10 minutes. Which probably isn't that long. I'm so close. I'm currently 475. Not bad. Not bad. I'm making a punch boy. Nice. Very nice. This is a still and silent crowd, and it is very different than that of the prancing pony. Milo is a friendly fellow, and I hope he was not upset by our hasty departure, but it is important not to stay in comfort for too long, or the whole journey will be endangered. I said this was a dark and dreary place, but look at those two in the corner. They seem to be colourful characters and do not fit in with the rest of the assemblage. Let us see what has gotten them so worked up, shall we? He says he's not a writer, but he knows all these fancy words that he's using, like, and I feel like he's just popping them in because he knows, like, what they mean. So, I don't know. I feel like he might actually be a writer.
Theodore claims to be a master treasure seeker, loudly and often.
What accent is that? How... What accent is that? That's what I do, use fancy words that I don't know, innit?
Theodore claims to be a master treasure seeker, loudly and often.
I really don't know how I would do that voice. Theodore claims to be a master treasure seeker. Oh, I don't think I can do it. It sounds a bit Scottish but also American. Yeah, it's like a weird kind of mix. It's like an American is trying to, like, it's really bad at doing accents, but they're trying their best to do a Scottish accent. I don't know. A Scomericanish. Theodore claims to be a master treasure seeker and will do so at great length to anyone who will listen. Sadly, that appears to be me for the moment. Yeah, I think you all want to mute while I read this. Anyone can claim to be a great treasure. Anyone can claim to be a great seeker of treasure. In point of fact, anyone can do the seeking. It is the finding that separates those with actual accomplishments from the pretenders.
It's always a pleasure to speak with admirers.
Oh my god, he is just as worse. He's just as bad. Well, he seems like a very posh kind of guy, so I'm just gonna go into a sort of posh English. Hello there. Can I help you with something? Unless you must have heard my name and desire to hear more of my exploits. It is always a pleasure to speak with admirers. I was just telling Haley here of some of my greatest finds, and she was held in rapt attention, as no doubt you would be as well. A quick glance at Haley Meadowsweet proves that this may not have been entirely the case. Yes, I am the great Theodore Gorse, Master Treasure Seeker and Wanderer of the Wild Lands. If there is treasure to be found in the hidden places of this world, I have already been there and found it. My deeds are extensive and well documented, don't you know? And my virtues similarly well known. I am so accomplished in this field that only one thing remains for me: to retire. Here comes Brad. Thank you so much for the follow. I'm sorry that you had to listen to this.
I have had a
Doing my
great
best.
idea. Theodore could train me to become a treasure seeker.
Theodore is a master treasure seeker? That sounds very exciting and could make for a promising entry in the account of my adventure. Nilnadis, I have a great idea. Will you ask if Theodore will train me how to be a treasure seeker? It has occurred to me that so far, much of my manuscript involves spending time in taverns, and becoming a treasure seeker will get us into the wild lands. It will make for better reading, that is for certain. Will you please ask him?
What's that? Your hobbit friend wants to become a treasure seeker?
What's that? Your hobbit friend wants to become a treasure seeker. I would love to teach him, but alas, it is not something that can be so easily taught. If he does not have the natural proclivity for such adventures, he will be resistant to any training I might give him. Also, I am about to retire, and intend to spend my time regaling Haley here with tales of my interesting and eventful life, so I would appreciate being left alone to do so. Theodore thinks for a moment and then speaks apologetically. I did not mean to be so brusque. Here, take this riddle. It is apparently a clue to a treasure somewhere in the lowlands, a treasure I have never found. If the two of you can solve this riddle and find the treasure, perhaps I will be able to teach the both of you something after all. Good luck to you, and goodbye. He's very extra. Theodore hands you a small parchment with a riddle on it. Torrent flows, blackened in the shadow of only morning. A sentinel stares from on high. He still watches. The red squirrel once dared to climb, but time fells all. I think it's somewhere up here because okay, so it says the torrent flows blanketed in the shadow of only morning, and the sun rises in the east, so Weathertop would be casting a big shadow, and there's like water up here, so it must be up there somewhere. The only riddle that I remember from these quests is the lawn span with like all the missing letters. This does seem slightly familiar. Let's see if we can find it first, and then if we can't, I will look it up. What was the rest of the riddle? A sentinel stares from on high, only he still watches. So there must be something to do with Weathertop. The red squirrel once dared the climb, but time fells all. When does the, I feel like you don't really get introduced to guilds until like an hour in, because there's like tutorials and stuff. have to let us know your character name as well. I wonder if it's the thing up here. Gonna have to keep going up, I think. This. The strongbox is empty save for a single parchment containing cryptic phrases. Currently arranging my guy's face meets. I'm still making your character. Nice. I feel like I've chosen a really dangerous way down. Oh my god. Well, this is happening. I'm inside a rock. Oh god. Oh my god, and it's lagging. Okay. That was a lot more dangerous than I first thought. Okay. I think I'm safe now. I did find it funny on that character creation. There was an option to add wrinkles, but it's like ever so faint lines. And it's a slider. It seems really silly. You can't make them look beyond 30.
You solved the riddle and found the treasure? What? I don't believe it.
What? What? You mean you solved the riddle and found the treasure? I do not believe it. You tell Theodore that disappointingly there was no actual treasure, and the strongbox contained only a parchment with a cryptic message on it. Disappointed? I'm not disappointed at all. Do you see what this means? This means that someone else found the treasure first and replaced it with this message. Someone beat the master treasure seeker at his own game. The retirement is off, Nelnardus. I have a treasure to find. I spat on my keyboard. Got too into it. Theodore takes the cryptic message from you and pores over it.
I think you gave Theodore the best treasure of all. A reason to keep going.
You say there was no treasure in that strongbox, Nelnardus, but I think you are not quite correct on that score. I think you gave Theodore the best treasure of all, a reason to keep going. Now he is excited about his profession once again and does not need to spend his days reliving the adventures of his youth. He can have all new adventures. Perhaps his will intersect with ours for a time too. There is still a treasure out there after all.
I have been trying to help Theodore unravel this latest cryptic message.
because it may be that solving it will lead to the real treasure. Here, I will read you the message. Bingo clears his throat and begins dictating the strange message. What's good for the goose is good for the gardener, and what's bad for the cad is a tad over yonder. Goblins and spiders and plotting and fighters, lest our relative novice seem perplexed and nonplussed. Too many spell danger, so look to the spell for the answer. Bingo shakes his head in confusion. It makes no sense to me. Perhaps Theodore or Haley will have come up with something.
Geese, goblins, spiders. Is this a riddle or just nonsense?
Geese, goblins, spiders. This most recent riddle, if it is actually a riddle and not just nonsense, is quite a perplexing one. I am quite perplexed, just as the writer of this riddle must have expected. We can't tell what's over yonder if we don't know where to start, can we? Oh, I will never find this treasure. Should I have stayed retired, Nelnardus?
There is something unusual about that message.
I listened to your friend Bingo's recitation of the message once again, but it did not clear anything up for me. There is something unusual about that message, but I cannot say what it might be.
Maybe you can figure it out.
I do not know, Nelnardus. I will give you the message so you can try and figure it out. Unfortunately, I think the meaning is quite above this hobbit's head. All we know for certain is that if this does point to a second strongbox, it must surely be in the Lone Lands. Other than that, I have no idea. Find it if you can, my adventurous friend. Let's see. Yeah, the capital letters. THELORNSPAN. The lawn span. And that is over here. Oh, a rich barrow iron deposit. Very nice. I think I actually need some to craft the yeah, rich iron. Wait. No, this isn't it. No, this is barrow iron. It's different. Damn. Never mind. Here we go. The strongbox is empty save for a parchment containing 3 words. The end now. I don't know what that means. good luck. What do you have to do for that? There's quite a lot of collectibles, isn't there? Like, I think there's lots of stuff that drops.
You solved the message? Oh, let me see that treasure.
You solved the cryptic message. Good job, Nulnardus. You have done it. Now, let me see that treasure. You present the parchment to Theodore, but to your surprise, he does not seem disappointed. The end now? Well, I guess that is it. We have the victory. This is the treasure, and our mysterious riddle master has acknowledged that we had success. I am happy, and I hope you are too.
That's it? The end now?
Theodore may be happy with this result, but I am not. Now that we have had a taste of treasure hunting, I will not be happy until we follow this chain of riddles to the end. Surely this cannot be it. Oh, I'm not happy about this, Nulnardus. There has to be more. The end now? I do not believe it. Defeat monsters, cook food, visit locations, collect things. I found a guide. Oh, cool.
I will keep
You'll
looking
have
for
to send
clues,
me the-
and you should see if Unlof needs
Guide.
help with anything.
I have been puzzling over the parchment you have found in the last strongbox, Nulnardus. The one that simply reads, "The end now." That cannot possibly be the end of the hunt, can it? There has to be more to this than we were seeing. There just has to be. Well, I will keep studying the words for clues, but I do not want the keeper of this place to think us ungrateful. Go to Anlaf and see if there is anything that needs doing, and if I learn anything useful about this disappointing paper, I will let you know.
It's a solid day.
You wish to help out? He's very old. Well, I will not turn down the offer. After all, you never know when the offers will stop, and my back is not as strong as it was in my youthful days. I have had problems with the supply carts from time to time. The inn is a good ways from Breetown, and the road can be treacherous in poor weather. Still, my most recent supply should be here by now, and when he is in a hurry to return, my man sometimes leaves the crates and baskets outside next to the inn. Can you retrieve any of the supplies he has left and carry them down to the basement storage room? It is on your left as you descend the stairs, and is right now storage for mainly old chairs. I would appreciate the help. I'm getting lots of titles, which is nice. Let's go and help this old man. Sounds like he's gonna die any minute. My voice definitely will be at some point. I haven't because I don't stream regularly anymore. It's harder to do all this reading. Set down the box of goods. Nope. We have to pick up the eggs. Thank you for the link. Okay. I think it's the same room. You set down the basket of eggs. That sounded like a ghost.
can't you leave me to my misery?
You brought the supplies down to my storage room. Ah, very good. I have been particularly waiting for the basket of lemons. You tell Anlaf that there was no basket of lemons with the other supplies, and perhaps it will arrive with another shipment. Very peculiar. I was expecting it on this cart. Well, no matter. They are only lemons, though I was looking forward to them. Poor man. He just wanted some lemons, and there were none.
I wonder.
Nothing yet, Nalnardis. Can it be that this paper speaks the truth, and this is truly the end of the treasure hunt on which we embarked? It is frustrating, but I should not dwell upon it. Did Anlaf appreciate the work you did for him? You tell Bingo about the supplies you brought downstairs, and also about the missing basket of lemons. Some lemons have gone missing. That is curious. It reminds me of an old trick I learned in childhood when I was small, and... Bingo's voice trails off and he stares closely at the parchment in his hand. Nalnardis, will you take this and hold it before the fire? Not too close, mind you, but just close enough to warm the paper? I wonder. Bingo hands you the 3-word parchment, an excited look on his face. As it warms in the heat of the fire, letters appear on the parchment.
I knew it! Invisible letters!
When I was just a young hobbit, my father showed me the trick of writing invisible letters using the juice of lemons. When the paper is warmed, the letters appear as clear as day. Bingo studies the parchment for a moment and his face lights up. I know where to go, Nalnardis, and I believe we will discover the solution to our treasured mystery at the location written on this parchment. Study the paper and see if you can learn where to go, and I will meet you there. I am so glad to know that this paper was not the end now. The end. No. What? Osgurth. Okay. We gotta go to Osgurth. I should probably sort out my inventory. Let's see. It's just a lot of crafting items, really. I realised it's just a bunch of W's there. It's fine, I'll fix it in a minute. And let's see. almost there, so I think I'll do the rest in a second. I wonder if there's the bartering guy for the bingo quests at Oscarith. I can't remember where he actually goes, but it would make sense if he was here as well. Would be nice if he just had everything that you could barter for in the first bit in Mickle Delving, but I don't think that he does.
I have collected many fine items during my travels.
Right, let's get the hat rack. We could get a fox. That's cute. Relic display table. Yes, please. Marigold property guard. That's nice. What do these shields look like? That is very big. We've got a bunch of rings. Cool. I might actually get that.
I have many fine items on offer.
Just so that I've just cause. Just cause. It's cute. Let's drag those down. There we go. Right, where is Bingo? Hope I didn't go right past him. There we go. Bingo smiles widely at you as you approach. You figured it out, he says, happily.
You figured it out! I knew you would!
Theodore wanted to come along as well. He is very excited to meet the one responsible for leaving us these clues and riddles.
Listen! The true Master Treasure Seeker's coming out!
I'm nervous, Nalmardis. Your friend Bingo believes that the riddle has led us to this place, and that the true Master Treasure Seeker awaits within. I am so excited to meet him, for I have so much to learn. Listen, I hear movement within. He is coming out. Haley Meadowsweet steps outside the tent. You have found me, Nalmardis. I have to admit, I am impressed. I did not know that you would be able to solve the riddles I left for you. Theodore never had a chance, of course. He often bragged about his abilities as a treasure seeker, but of course I knew the truth. One of us spoke of such deeds, and one of us actually did them. I would discover these treasures and leave riddles to their locations for Theodore to find, but he never did. Until you and Bingo came along, I believed I would have no challenger to my title. But there it is. And I have no idea what I was doing.
I will learn
But
from
it's
Haley
done.
if she'll have me as a
No
student.
idea how. I shouldn't be allowed on Twitch. Haley was the real Master Treasure Seeker all along. I don't believe it. But she got to all of those treasures before I did, and left the riddles there for me to unravel. But I never did. Theodore looks crestfallen for a moment, and then he clenches a fist. I will learn from her, Nalmardis, if she will accept me as a student. With her training, I will be the Master Treasure Seeker one day. I swear it on all the hidden treasures of Middle-earth. One day, with Haley as my tutor, I will be the best. Real Master Treasure Seeker. I love that.
Our treasure hunt is at an end, and I am satisfied with its conclusion.
I hope that Haley knows what she has gotten herself into, for I suspect that Theodore may not be the most attentive of pupils. Can he be taught the skills of Haley's trade? I think they both may have a lot to learn. My own journey is not the end now. It is at the beginning, Melnardus.
Our own journey must continue.
I'm happy for Theodore and Haley, and I'm proud for the small part we played in their newfound appreciation for each other. I wonder for how many treasure hunting lessons that appreciation will last. Bingo laughs and consults his map. Our own journey must continue, Melnardus. Judging from these distances, we will be able to leave the lone lands today and come into the wooded hills and dales of the Troll Shores. It sounds like an ominous place. Excuse me. Are you ready? Let us walk eastward, my adventurous companion, and we will reassess our course when we come to the last bridge marked here on my map. Let's go, let's go. At least we can leave those guys behind, so I won't have to try and do a voice for them anymore. It's dusk. It is only afternoon. Hard to control while like looking around. Oh, there's an orc there. This is the last bridge.
We should look for a good place to stop for the night.
That was quite a walk, and now my legs are sore. It does not look like so great a distance on my map, but it is one thing to see the land depicted in tiny pictures, and quite another to walk it step by step. We should look for a good spot to stop for the night, Melnardus. Speak to me and we can look for such a place just off the road.
Let us find a spot we can camp for the night.
Alright, let us find a spot not too far from the road where we can make camp for the night. I feel like we might go and see a...
The journey has been a tiring one already, and Bingo is ready to camp for the night in the wild of the Troll Shores.
It is getting dark. I will find a good place for us to make a fire if you will find some tinder for it. I'll find a suitable place for our campfire if you collect suitable firewood, Melnardus. Let's see. He says, how about right here? Over here, Melnardus, I found a good spot. Perfect, that will keep the chill away. Have a seat. We may be adventurers now, Melnardus, but there is no reason to always be on our feet. A rest is a rest, and we are deserving of it by now, wouldn't you say? We have come a good distance today, and the lone lands are behind us. The troll shores await. Do you know something? I never expected to make it this far. One more day, I'd say to myself each morning. I will turn around tomorrow. And every night I'd realise that I hadn't turned around. So I thank you for that, Melnardus. Well, I'm quite sleepy. Good night, my friend. Sleep well. Oh, Neb! I didn't even know you were streaming. How was it? Thank you so much for the raid. Hey, Jimbo. How are you? How's everyone doing? What were you playing? You hear the sound of something slithering through the grass. Hey, Matthias. How are you doing? I hope these crawlers count towards the deed. Oh, they actually don't. That's so sad. The crawler slayer in the troll shores is just terrible. You hear the sound of heavy footsteps approaching. I didn't know if you'd be streaming later after all, so I started playing it on my own, and then I just turned on the OBS. Oh, nice, that's fair. Yeah, it was a bit later. Because I normally start, like, after lunch. But I was busy doing stuff, so, yeah. How is Bingo sleeping through all this noise? Were you doing the bingo quests as well? The ground near your campfire is shifting and shaking. I was doing troll shells on my guardian, got to level 40. Nice. Only 10 more levels to go. Well, 20 to get to camp. 10 to Moria though. Your campfire has gone out. At last the sun rises. Ah, good morning, Nelnardus. You're awake already? I'm most refreshed and had quite a lovely dream. It put me in mind of being a young lad again, with the smell of breakfast drifting into my bedroom. I heard many folk rattling about outside my room and the banging of pots and pans as the kitchen was being made ready. Did you have pleasant dreams, my friend? It is a shame I woke up when I did. I would like to have experienced more of that lovely dream. Breakfast was nearly served, and a breakfast in the Shire is better than one anywhere else, including and especially the troll shores, I expect. Whoa! That's so cool! Oh, that's really nice. Who was it?
That was quite a restful sleep.
New person. That was quite a restful sleep, my friend, and I am rejuvenated and ready to continue the journey. What? You stayed awake all night? Delves not need as much sleep as the rest of us. Ha! Save the rest for the rest, Nelnardus, is that it? Well, we can be off in a little while. What do you say? Should I have the rested or the tired? I feel like tired is a funny one to have. A new person. Oh, that's cool. Have you been playing Lost Ark? Have you tried it yet? Tell me if you have, and what character you've sort of gone for. I tried but only played for a bit yesterday. That's fair. The queue times are a bit bad. They're probably better like during the week maybe. This morning I could not start the game. That's weird. I was quite relieved this morning when I loaded it up and there was no queue. It was giving me an error and I couldn't do anything, just kept closing. That's weird. Rested or tired? I'm gonna take tired.
I have been studying my map, and I know where I want to go next.
Could be. Everyone else was like having issues logging in. I've been looking at the map that started my grand adventure, and I know where I want to go next, Nulnardis. If I'm reading this correctly, we should be just about here. Now, do you see this area here, among the trees to the east and a little north? The author of this map has made a little drawing of 3 figures here in this glade. Look at their large smiles. I want to find this glade of smiling figures, my friend. It should be to the east of our location and a little north, but there may be some impassable rock faces in our way. We may need to return to the road before we can strike northeast to the glade. What have I got? King's Justice. Nah, I'm keeping King's Justice. Oh, don't later. I'm streaming. Thank you. It's alright. Right. Where are we going? I was thinking of updating Lost Ark, but I'll probably wait. Yeah, I think the queues are probably gonna be not so great for a while. And also, their store is still in maintenance. It might be good to wait for a little bit while they iron out all the kinks. Oh, hey, bloke. Wow, that's quite threatening, Neb. Can't believe you'd say that. Damn. No fear. So, for fear of keeping my gallstones intact, hello. Hello! It's me, Nulnardis. Hey, Astamol, how's it going? Welcome. How was your weekend? No, that's not true. I'd say we're both good in our own way. I worked at the weekend? That sucks. When do you get your next day off? Hopefully soon. Thanks for the follow, bloke. Appreciate it. Since you don't have any both crazy and political tags attached to your stream, the right thing. Okay. Thank you for the follow, Matthias. Neil Patrick Hairless. Welcome. How's it going? Don't know? Well, I hope you can find some time to like chill out anyways. Oh, here we are. Three large stone figures stand in the glade. Oh. Oh, I think we're gonna help him.
Oh no! Do you see that?
Well, enjoy the rest of your day and see you later. Thanks for stopping by and for the follow. Look at those mighty stones! Trolls! We are fortunate indeed that they are mere statues and not the real thing. Bingo's smile fades as he peers to the northwest between two of the figures, and he frowns deeply. Oh no, Nelnardus, a helpless creature has been caught in a trap. Can you help the poor thing? Such cruelty. Pains me to see it. Free of the trap, the lynx suddenly bounds away.
Ah, I am glad the lynx is free. I hope he recovers from his injuries.
Well, that was a good deed, my friend. The poor thing. I understand the need to catch animals for food, of course, but the construction of that trap seemed unnecessarily cruel to me. I'm glad that Lynx is free, and I hope no permanent damage was done to the creature. Let us travel to the southeast and we can decide where to go next, when we have returned to the road. These stone trolls are pretty cool. I feel like there should be a cave nearby. But I don't know if there is or where it is. Maybe it's around here. Oh! I think this is it. I think this is meant to be it. That's really cool. Yeah. Alright, how do we get back down? Just straight, I think. The sound effect for closing the map just lagged then. Weird.
I do not mean to worry you, but we are being followed.
No, do not make any sudden movements. It is that lynx. It has been following us for a short while now, and it is staring at us from across the road. Do you think you can wave at it to shoo it away? It makes me type it. Normally it comes up with the icon. Lynx stares at you with large eyes and does not move.
Maybe Willem Whisker is hungry.
That did not
What?
work. No,
He needed a name, didn't he?
He is still staring at us. Do you think that Willem Whisker is hungry? Bingo turns a bright shade of red at your quizzical expression and becomes suddenly sheepish. What? He needed a name, didn't he? He looks just like a Willem Whisker to me. Just look at that face. Anyway, I think he must be hungry. See if you can get some suitable venison from the Glenhines or Glenbucks in these woods. I'm sure Willem would appreciate it. Wow, these guys have quests. I guess I haven't
Mind my words, traveler.
haven't done them yet. I am gonna decline that quest because we only need 3. I don't want to be looking around for more. It's not like I'm gonna get any XP for it, it's just a daily repeatable. Last one. Neb, you'll be pleased to know that I forgot to turn off my Deadly 6, so I've been doing these in Deadly 6. I normally turn it down to Deadly 0. But I was in the old forest and I was like, I'm not gonna leave. I'm just gonna do it. And then I guess I was by the pony and I forgot to do it, but it doesn't matter, it's fine. It's not like these quests are very high level anyway. I'm a bit high level. The lynx happily devours the venison and then stares up at you enigmatically. He does look a little like a Willem Whisker now that you think about it.
I have been thinking it over, and I think we should allow Willem to tag along with us.
I knew it. He loved the venison. Good work, Nilnadis. I've been thinking it over, and I think we should allow him to tag along with us for as long as he wants. He is a good boy, I dare say, and it will be good to have another companion on this journey. No offense intended to you, of course, but you are not as fuzzy as Willem Whisker, are you? This way, WW. You are welcome to journey with us for as long as you wish. We go now to the next stop on my map, the entrance to Rivendell, the Hidden Valley. I guess we might as well just ride there. Or we could go to... yeah, let's go to Oscaroth and take the horse.
What do you want?
Take this one to Rivendell, and then what we'll do is we'll take the dual horse. The one that just sort of puts you on the hill. The door horse, because it comes up with a door. The icon is a door. Okay. Because it's... yeah, I don't know. I'm a bit tired. I think I'll do this, I think I'll do this one last quest. The world chat is entertainment in itself, isn't it? hobbits in raids. The elf sentinels eye your small group suspiciously.
What purpose brings your party to the Hidden Valley?
Are you on friendly terms with the one who follows you? He does not seem to be well behaved for the moment, but I wonder if that will change when he gets hungry. The sentinel laughs, a musical sound. The lynx? No, I do not speak of the lynx, Nelnardis. I speak of the hungry-looking hobbit there.
Really? This elf believes I am a danger to the peace of Rivendell?
My stream being 4K rescaled to 1080 makes it very hard to read the chat. Yeah. Bingo's face is full of outrage, but he cannot maintain the mask for long, and soon he is his usual jovial self. These are perceptive elves, Nelnardis. Will and Whisker will cause no trouble for them, but if there are any dinners to be had within Rivendell, I will menace them most effectively.
I am excited to explore, but right now my stomach is rumbling.
The elves must surely have a dining hall or a storehouse for their meals. I'm going to take WW and find a bite for us to eat. You should introduce yourself to the top elf and tell him that we have come for a short visit. I have heard nothing of the hospitality of elves, but it must not be for its lack. He will not turn us away, surely. Don't know about that, but we'll see. I wonder where the bartering guy is. I wonder if he's near the stables. I feel like he would be. Because that's where he usually seems to be. Ah, I thought so. Thank you. That's really helpful. I kind of regret jumping off that cliff now. That was a whole minute of broken legs. Probably would have been faster if I hadn't jumped. Then you do. Every time I go past there, I'm like, I should do those missions. I should do the Bilbo missions to get the stuff to barter with. But I'm always either on the wrong character or doing something else. I don't know why I've gone up this way, but I have. Oh yeah. That's a good idea, actually. They have nice armor. Look at that armor. That's really nice. Ceremonial breastplate of the shining blades. Oh, it looks so good. And the ceremonial leggings of the Shining Blades. What's the bet that you need the premium currency for it that you can only get from the loot boxes? I posted the Twitch stream link in the TCS. What's the TCS? Treebeard community server. Oh, thank you. What is that though? Treebeard community server. Oh, is that a Discord server? That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, I'll have to join it. I'll have to join it as well. How does it die? Doesn't die very well. But it still looks cool. Yeah, it looks better in black. But that's very nice. What are they using? That is some fancy sword. Replica of Elor. Very nice. Aww. Astamol's just out here doing good in the community.
Hope is not in vain.
More guests. This is what happens when you allow one hobbit into your home, Nelnardis. More arrive soon after, and more after that. I will not turn this Bingo away as long as he remains a polite and respectable house guest. You should show him to Bilbo Baggins in the Hall of Fire. They must have a great deal in common. Despite my jest, hobbits remain an unusual sight in Imladris. He's just had 6 hobbits around here recently. You found Bingo and Bilbo already deep in
It's
conversation.
Bilbo Baggins, the famed adventurer from up Hobbiton Way.
Look who it is, Nelnardis. I have been filling him in with tidings of home, and he has been telling me about his stay with the elves in Rivendell. Bingo looks at you conspiratorially and quickly whispers, "He seems a right ordinary fellow to me, not mad at all," before proceeding in a normal tone of voice. Bilbo has had the capital idea of drawing me a map so I can best explore Rivendell and not miss anything. What fun!
Oh, good day.
It is always a pleasure to see a hobbit outside the Shire, Nelnardis. Bingo seems to be quite an interesting fellow, and I'm glad to see him testing his limits. I've drawn a quick map of some notable sites here in Rivendell. Find each of these locations, and you will have seen some of the most notable locations in this beautiful valley. If I had more time, I could make a much prettier map, but I made this one with some haste. Go now, before Bingo loses his taste for exploration and adventure. It is a fear of mine for all hobbits that the wanderlust will depart as quickly as it arrived. And I will do this next time, because I'm getting hungry and I'm not feeling the best. I've got like low energy today. Did you want to meet up, Nev, and do the emote thing? Where are you? The barrows. You can summon me. You can summon me. I'll just make you a thing. There you go. I think I sent you some stuff as well. I got a load of stuff I need to send back. All the crafting stuff I've got. Floor is made of floor. Okay, let's do it. There we go. If anyone's confused, basically we do all these emotes. You could do them 5 times a day, and each of them is going to unlock an emote hidden deed if you do it 100 times, but it caps at 5 times a day. So basically just meet up and do all the emotes. Yeah, there's secret hidden deeds. Keep it secret. Keep it safe. Yeah, I'm gonna log out here so that next time when I log in I'll be exactly where I need to be. That's our kin house up there. Yeah. Thanks for the raid, and thanks everyone for the follows and for hanging out. Really appreciate it. And hope you all have a good weekend. And let's raid someone. Oh, hello. Let's raid Positively Evil. Oh, grats. I thought you already got to 50 the other day. Or am I wrong? I do need to make you a shield. I need to make you a new shield. But I can make it in 1 day and... Hang on. I can make you your shield in 1 day and no, 21 hours. 21 hours I can make your shield. So hopefully tomorrow. Yeah, definitely by Thursday. Anyways, thanks everyone, and see you next time. Bye.